Hi, my name's Stu. Vampire the Masquerade is one of my favorite things ever. It's my favorite fantasy world, even though it is sort of like our own world, the world of darkness, like our world through the mirror darkly. Um, with all the controversy surrounding D&D in this, the year of our Lord 2023, I figure that Vampire the Masquerade could be a good alternative to other RP systems that you might be playing. Vampire the Masquerade has a lot to offer. It has clans, it has sects, it has all kinds of things that a player could potentially attach themselves to. I didn't show up today to talk about the basics, though. There's a million other YouTube channels that have that pretty well covered. Today I want to talk about the Lhiannan, or the Lhiannan, or however you pronounce it. Can't talk about the Lhiannan without talking about the Gangrel first. You see, the Gangrel get blamed for a lot of things, rightly so for some of it, I'm sure. And like the biggest thing they get blamed for a lot of the times is all the bloodlines that they created. You've got the Noyad, the Onda, the Mariners, the Ahriman, City Gangrel, Antitribu. The weirdest of all, in my opinion, has got to be the Lhiannan, the smelly hippie druids of Vampire of the Dark Ages and possibly Vampire the Masquerade Modern. When I say the Lhiannan are hippie druids, what I mean is they hang out in the woods a lot, and they come from pagan backgrounds, pre-Christian backgrounds, and they find a lot of scorn no matter what time period they exist in because of this. The Gangrel, the main clan of the Gangrel, hate them. Now, this could be because the Gangrel didn't actually make the Lhiannan. The Lhiannan themselves believe that the crone made them by infusing nature spirit into a vampire. If you don't know who the crone is, that's a lore video for another date and time, but it was basically a super powerful antediluvian vampire thing of unclear origin, and the Lhiannan believe that they came from that. Because of this nature spirit the Lhiannan were infused from by the crone, supposedly, the nature spirit splits in half whenever a new Lhiannan is made. So a sire, if they decide to make a new Lhiannan, they gotta choose carefully, because in Dark Ages 20, their generation will increase if they sire a child. That leads me to the inconsistency of the clan weaknesses for the Lhiannan. They've had a different weakness every time they've been printed. In Dark Ages 20 and Vampire 20 alone, they have two different weaknesses. Vampire 20 stresses that if they leave their place in the woods, they grow weaker over time, sort of like a Zemi. And in Dark Ages 20, they put more stress on the gain a point of generation if they sire type of deal. Other drawbacks to being a Lhiannan, if you want to play one, include their use of Ogham. Ogham is just a weird discipline that has to do loosely with nature-based stuff as a result of them having the nature spirit imbued inside of them. If you're going to use Ogham, definitely try to get your storyteller to let you use the V20 version instead of the Dark Ages 20 version if you're playing 20th Anniversary Edition, because the Dark Ages 20 version, you have to sacrifice a guy to use most of the Ogham powers, and that's kind of ridiculous. Another drawback to playing a Lhiannan in either the Dark Ages or the modern era is the existence of werewolves. I'm pretty sure Lhiannan don't have anything like fortitude or anything like that as a clan discipline, so they're definitely not going to fight off some werewolves unless they make friends with them, which, given their connection to nature and Gaia, I guess, is a distinct possibility. But in my opinion, the Lhiannan are like prime targets for becoming werewolf shit and that's probably why most of them are gone, if any of them survive to the modern nights. One thing I can't believe I haven't mentioned yet is that the Lhiannan are almost all women. This is very similar to the werewolf Black Furies and the other gangrel bloodline, the Ahriman. The Lhiannan are mostly all women because they believe they come from the crone, I guess. And the crone, even in real life, is a huge figure in certain traditions of paganism, as like one of the forms that the goddess can take. So, Lhiannan believe they come from the crone. They're super into that goddess worship thing. Like I said, they're hippies, they're druids. That's the Lhiannan. Thank you for your time.